วัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ Welcome to Weekly News Thailand, a news program that keeps you updated about the top story in Thailand for the past week. You can watch us on Channel 5, TV5 HD1 or TGN Thai TV Global Network in 177 countries around the world. I am Phollawat Phukpipat.
And I am Pariya Netvichian. You can check out the rerun at www.tv5.co.th.
Let's get started with the top story of the week. It's all about COVID-19. The Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha held a meeting of the COVID-19 Situation Management Center, saying the government can control the situation because it has strict measures in place. It has ordered the Ministry of Interior to increase controls in all high-risk areas. General Prayut Chan-o-cha, Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, shared the meeting, saying the government was now able to control the situation and that there were strict measures to monitor the COVID-19. He had given the Ministry of Finance the task of analyzing the situation and devising ways to help every group of people in society, as well as having Ministry of Public Health distribute brochures to all areas educating the public about coronavirus. He has asked the Ministry of Interior to increase measures in high-risk areas. Meanwhile, at Government House, the Office of the Prime Minister has ordered the media not to photograph or record cabinet meetings, as well as prohibiting them from waiting outside Government House to interview ministers. This is to prevent the spread of the virus and to maintain social distancing. The only exception is the daily press conference of the COVID-19 Situation Management Center, but it will be open only to credited journalists. In other news from the meeting, the Prime Minister told the Ministry of Public Health to prepare for an increase in patient beds so that there will be sufficient for patients, along with medical supplies to meet the needs. The Ministry of Interior has proposed increasing strict rules for provinces with large number of patients, such as Bangkok and surrounding provinces like Chonburi, Pattaya, Rayong, Ubon Ratchathani, Songkhla, Pattani, Yala, Narathiwat, and Phuket. As well, the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration has announced an extension of closure orders. Stores were asked to close until April the 12th, but that period has now been extended until April the 30th. An additional 4 locations have been told to close, including conference rooms and banquet halls in hotels, banquet facilities both inside and outside hotels, snooker parlors, and public and private nurseries, excluding hospitals, medical clinics, and beauty clinics. Hospital dining areas are allowed to remain open, but people must observe social distancing. Also allowed to open are flower markets, government departments, and state-owned enterprises such as post offices in malls. Meanwhile, Sathip Pittuttecha, the Deputy Minister of Public Health, launched an application that tracks tourists and travelers from risky countries. The application must be downloaded from the AOT via mobile phone and tracks symptoms via mobile phone. The patient must specify their place of quarantine and give daily updates of their condition. If the user does not perform according to the rules, an orange light will show, and volunteers will visit the user to issue a warning. It can also collect data such as where the person caught the virus from, and currently there are 40,000 people using the application. There is also a website called ddc.moph.go.th, which gives an accurate report of infected patient numbers, and that data is updated on a daily basis. There is a chat group on the Line application called @SabaiDbot, which can be used for people to check for symptoms of infection so that the disease can be detected quickly and the patient can receive medical treatment quickly.
The Army Security Operations Emergency Response Center has set up 359 checkpoints to monitor travelers and any symptoms they may have of COVID-19. General Pornpipat Penyasi, Commander-in-Chief and Head of the Center for Emergency Security Operations, visited a checkpoint in front of Big C Department Store on Jang Wattana Road, which distributed masks and alcohol gel to the public. The checkpoint facilities have been set up to monitor the movement of travelers and traffic in an effort to reduce the rate of infection of COVID-19, as well as screening people who may be at risk. 7 such checkpoints have been set up in Bangkok, while another 352 have been set up in the provinces. At these checkpoints, police are responsible for traffic management, as well as asking if travelers are in periods of self-quarantine, keying in data about travelers into the appropriate application, and maintaining safety and security. Travelers will be asked questions, as well as having their temperature checked. Local government organizations will help by providing basic checkpoint equipment, as well as ensuring proper steps are taken in the event a traveler has a fever. Volunteers are also manning the checkpoints to provide information for the public. The procedure is for staff to test travelers for any high temperatures, and if they do have a high temperature and are a local person, they will be sent to a local doctor. But if the person is from another area, they will follow other measures.
The Army commander has ordered Army personnel to comply with commands to control, protect, and prevent personnel from the COVID-19. Colonel Sirijan Ngatong, deputy spokesperson for the Army, said Army Commander General Apirat Kongsompong has told Army personnel to comply with orders to control, protect, and prevent personnel from COVID-19 virus. As of today, there are 7 important topics as follows. First, Army personnel living in government residences should avoid leaving the area unnecessarily. They should not bring outside people to stay and be indoors by 9 p.m. Second, personnel at all levels should remain in their offices. Any travel outside Bangkok or from one province to another can only be done following an order from commanding officers. Third, all buildings should be improved and enhanced to prevent the spread of the disease. This includes ensuring quarters are not too cramped. Fourth, military units should adjust their daily routines to prevent the spread of the disease, and there should be strict discipline regarding this matter. Fifth, all military personnel leave must be suspended to control the spread of the infection, and instead, relatives may visit them on the premises. Sixth, entrances and exits to military areas should be restricted with barricades set up. Finally, each company commander and battalion commander is the person who must control operation closely and look after their subordinates to the best of their ability.
The Army is using its units to help prevent the spread of COVID-19, both within military camps and in the public areas. Major General Adun Buntamcharoen, commander of the 2nd Development Brigade, led his forces within Suratham Pitak camp in Nakhon Ratchasima province, along with volunteers to arrange a big cleaning day, spraying disinfectant and cleaning up areas to prevent the spread of COVID-19. This took place at Po Klang Nong Pru community and surrounding villages of Suratham Pitak camp. Volunteers and soldiers spread across the area to carry out the cleaning, since it's a public area in which many people pass through and use. They also clean other areas ending up at the market in Suratham Pitak camp. All these activities were carried out to ensure peace of mind for people threatened by the coronavirus. Meanwhile, the 8th Cavalry Battalion of the 7th Cavalry Regiment brought troops and their families to join in a big cleaning day, using water trucks and cleaning equipment, such as disinfectant to clean the area at the military residences of Nong Pai Lom Sub-District, Nakhon Ratchasima Province. Guest houses were thoroughly cleaned, and the area around the camp was disinfected as well, ensuring troops and their families are safe from the virus.
The Ministry of Finance says people are coming onto their website raomaitingkan.com continuously. It believes it will be able to make the first salary payment by April the 8th. Lavaron Sangsanit, Ministry of Finance spokesperson, said the website is the center for paying out salaries of 5,000 baht per month for those affected by the coronavirus. The website is called raomaitingkan.com, and ministry officials are currently screening and checking the qualifications of those who have applied for benefits. Ministry will begin paying those who meet the requirements from the April 8th onwards. He says the ministry will rather reply to applications via SMS, and it may take some time due to the large number of applications or applicants. He says everybody who is qualified will receive the stipulated 5,000 baht per month for 3 months. The entire project will cost the government hundreds of billions of baht. He says applicants must wait for the screening process to finish. He also says not everybody who apply will be successful.
Let's take a short break and we'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
ออกไปค้นพบโลกกว้างร่วมสัมผัสประสบการณ์การท่องเที่ยวในหลากหลายแง่มุมไปกับพิธีกรหลากหลายสไตล์ที่จะทำให้ชีวิตของคุณไม่จำเจอีกต่อไปในรายการ Joy Day ถนนแห่งการเดินทางทุกวันอาทิตย์ 3:35 ทางช่องททบ 5 เพราะชีวิตคือการเดินทาง
2 คันนี่เองเนี่ยนะมันเหมือนกันแต่ว่าจะแตกต่างกันอยู่ในเรื่องของความสูงและก็ภายนอกช่องแบบของช่วงล่างเองเนี่ยนะเหมือนกันแต่ว่า
เขาปรับเปลี่ยนช็อคอัพใหม่นะครับสำหรับการที่ยกสูงขึ้น
ลองเลยข้างล่างอ่ะต้องแตกต่างดิไปเลยลุย
We open our home to welcome people from all over the world. Top of Thai รายการสารคดีเชิงท่องเที่ยวภาษาอังกฤษ will bring you close to the Thai culture, tradition and lifestyle from every part of Thailand. See you every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m.
We will take you anywhere Thailand has to offer in Top of Thai.
Welcome back to Weekly News Thailand. The Prime Minister says he is closely watching the forest situation at the forest fire situation at Doi Suthepui National Park and has told the Chiang Mai governor and other officials to get on with the work of solving the problem. General Prayut Chan-o-cha, Prime Minister and Defense Minister, says he is following the forest fire situation in Doi Suthepui National Park and wants the Chiang Mai governor to visit the area and work closely to resolve the situation. He says there are report officials and villagers have managed to put out most of the fires and contain others. He has ordered the Ministry of Interior and the Army speed up work to put out the fires, including bringing in Mi-17 helicopters from the Army and Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment to completely put out the fires. He says villagers should stay at home during this situation, especially children, the elderly, and those with medical conditions. He also advised against touching residue from the fire.
The 3rd Army Region of Thailand has been urged to quickly adjust its action plan on smoke and forest fires in Chiang Mai after fires in Doi Suthepui National Park have started to slow down. The Army will send troops to 13 other districts to ensure there is no further illegal burning. A meeting was held of the Pollution Prevention Command Center of Chiang Mai Province with Major General Jiradet Kamonpet in his role as the center's deputy commander, along with Khomsan Suwannampa, Deputy Governor of Chiang Mai, and representatives from related agencies. They met to adjust plans to solve the smoke and forest fire situation in Chiang Mai so that operations would be more efficient. The 33rd Army District mobilized 130 troops to help patrol, prevent, and extinguish fire or forest fires in 8 districts, namely Mueang, Mae Tang, Sameung, Prao, Mae Cham, Hot, Mae On, and Doi Suket. In addition, troops were sent to 5 border districts, namely Vieng Hang, Chiang Dao, Chai Prakan, Phang, and Mae Ai, while Pham Mueang troops went to help out in the Mong village and Pha Dam in Suthep district of the Doi Suthep Pui National Park, where a fire has raged for several days now. Other troops and local officials are putting out fires with villagers, as well as monitoring areas where there is a danger of further fires. 2 groups have been formed to send information to villagers, telling them not to set any fires in accordance with orders from Chiang Mai province. In recent news, it has been confirmed the fire in Doi Suthep Pui National Park that ravaged the forests there for the past week has been extinguished, demanding more than 2,400 rai of land. The Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation is using 2 Ka-32 helicopters to help put out the fires in and around Ban Don Pui, Suthep Subdistrict, Mueang District, after detecting 2 fires in the high-risk areas. Fires to the right of the Mong village at Doi Pui, Kiu Mae Pliu, and Doi Pha Dam have been successfully put out. In addition, another 2 hotspots were found close together in Ban Mae Na Sai Protected Forest, Pong Yang Subdistrict, Marin District, and a Ka-32 helicopter was used to spray water to put out the blazes.
The Army's Disaster Relief Center, belonging to the 4th Infantry Battalion's 15th Infantry Regiment, is helping people suffering from drought in Trang Province. Colonel เฉลิมพล เทโหประการ commander of the 4th Infantry Battalion, 15th Infantry Regiment, พระยารัศดานุประดิษฐ์ Camp, Hua Yaw District, Trang Province, ordered his troops to bring a 6,000-liter water truck to more than 50 households in Pak Khom Subdistrict, Hua Yaw, including the local hospital there, which has suffered from a shortage of water. Suchet Khao Noon, a member of the Pak Khom Subdistrict Administrative Organization, said local people had been suffering from a lack of water since February. Natural water sources had dried up and were no longer able to be accessed, he said. He said more than 50 households had suffered from this situation, and so they were very happy when the military stepped in to lend a helping hand. He thanked troops for providing water for the village.
The military is busily preparing and repairing as well as building houses under its campaign. The Army repairs houses across Thailand in this auspicious year. The 39th Army Region, together with the Bank of Agriculture and Agricultural Cooperatives, Prompiram Branch, presented a new home to a lucky owner under the project to commemorate the coronation of His Majesty the King. The recipient was Kun Kli Chansi Thong, 72 years old, from Ban Pai Khon Nam, Prompiram, District of Phitsanulok Province. He said he is a poor man who suffered a great deal of poverty because his house had deteriorating and was no longer safe. The 39th Army Battalion provided skilled workers to construct a new home along with consumer goods to alleviate the suffering of people and to ensure they live safely with a better quality of life.
The Prime Minister has signed an order to postpone the selection of new military personnel to either July or August of this year. General Prayut Chan-o-cha, Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, signed the Order 357/2563 from the Ministry of Defense, postponing the selection of military forces entering the force for the year 2020. The original plan was to accept new soldiers between April the 1st to the 12th, but this must be postponed owing to the current outbreak of coronavirus in Thailand. The Prime Minister, with the approval of Cabinet, declared a state of emergency throughout the country, effective from March 26 to April 30, to control, prevent, and reduce the risk of military forces and citizens being infected with COVID-19. Therefore, it's necessary to postpone the selection of soldiers for the year 2020 from July to August 2020 so that related agencies can comply with the rules, regulations, announcements, and orders.
And that concludes today's edition of Weekly News Thailand. Thank you so much for joining us. See you again next week. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ